ever imagine what it would feel like
Yeah.
to actually win the lottery? I mean, really win.
Yeah.
Like, life-changing amount.
Yeah, I think everyone's played that game in their head, right? Like, what would I do? Where would I go?
Exactly. And today, we're going to dive deep into that feeling.
Yeah.
We've got this personal account, right? It goes into like the immediate, like, raw aftermath of winning the lottery and how it just like flips your world upside down. It's wild.
Well, and you know, what really jumps out at me from reading this account is that initial, like, disbelief. I mean, you see the numbers, but, you know, is it real? Like, did I really just win?
Right. The person in this story, they keep checking the numbers over and over.
Yeah.
You know, they just can't wrap their head around it.
It's like, how much good news can your brain even process at once? I mean, there's got to be a limit, right?
I know. And they even mention how they feel like this weight has been lifted.
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden years of, you know, careful budgeting and tough choices just poof, gone. They actually use the phrase, years of hard work, budgeting, and compromise just vanish.
That's such a powerful image, though, right? Like this tangible weight just lifting.
Totally. And then, get this, they go out and buy a red Ferrari.
Classic.
Right. But it's not just about, like, splurging.
No. It was way deeper than that.
It's like a statement. Like, hey, world, things are different now.
Totally. It's almost like a need to show the change, you know, to make it real.
Do you think there's also, like, a need for validation in there? Like, look at me now.
Oh, absolutely. I think there's a bit of that for sure. It's about status, right? But also, like, look at the details the person uses to describe the car. The sleek lines, the cool metal, the powerful engine.
It's like they're trying to absorb this new reality with, like, all their senses.
Exactly. They're embodying this, you know, freedom and power they now have.
It's like a total transformation inside and out.
And it definitely changes how other people see you too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like all of a sudden, you're not just blending in anymore. You're making a statement just by driving down the street.
You're turning heads. And that brings us to the last line of this account. It says, every road is open.
Powerful, right?
So powerful. And it makes me wonder, you know, if all your worries about money just vanished overnight, if every road was open to you, what would you do? Where would you go? What road would you choose?
Big questions, right? But that's what this whole thing gets at. Like, we see the initial excitement, the big purchases, the changes.
And then what?
Right. What happens next? How do you navigate this whole new world?
Especially when you don't have, like, a map anymore.
Exactly. It's uncharted territory. And, you know, that makes me think, does this kind of sudden wealth, does it change who you are deep down?
Or does it, like, magnify who you already were?
Who knows, right? But it definitely makes you think.
Definitely. That's for sure. So, you know, if you suddenly found yourself with every road open, what would you do? What paths would you choose? We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, think about it. It's a question worth pondering.